Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to a brand new game on the channel, Hearts of Iron 4, with some Captain America and the Blind playthrough, very literally. Before we get into it, let's make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Before we get into it, let's make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Hey, Mauricio, time to spend the entire stream setting the game without ever unpausing. It might be that, but it also very well not might be that, because I don't know enough to know what I should be doing all that time. Jack, hello, our friend Jack, how are you? Guess who's back? Back again. Jack. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. How are you? Yeah, so I'm starting Hearts of Iron 4. I have very little experience in this game. I love it whenever anybody starts a new Paradox game where they always post something like on the Reddit. They always give what I like to think of as their Paradox resume. You know, they'll be like, I have 3,000 hours in Victoria 3 and 1.5k hours in Crusader Kings 3, so tell me what this one's about. And those are my hours in those two games. And so I have a whopping 4.5 hours in Hearts of Iron 4. So we will see how this goes. We will see how this goes, but I'm excited for it. I've been doing good, to be fair. I've been around the Discord. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's true. We've been chatting a lot on the Discord. So, of course. But it's good to have you on the live stream. I miss you, buddy. This game is a whole new beast, especially with all DLC. Yes, oh, good thing you said that. It reminded me. So we are playing, I guess you can see right here. We are playing with all the DLC, because I sprang for the DLC subscription for the month. So we'll see. Figured, hey, I'm going to be doing a stream, why not? Let's do it, right? So, we have everything. Alright. Enough preamble. Let's get this going, right? We'll do single player, new game. We're going to start January 1st, The Gathering Storm. Dark times are coming in Europe. Hitler has consolidated his power, and his attention is now increasingly drawn beyond Germany's borders. Mussolini's Italy continues to embark on daring military adventures, while the Empire of Japan stands poised to attack China in Asia. Almost 20 years have passed since the end of the Great War, and the world has yet again been doused in gasoline. A single spark may be all it takes. Kind of cool to have this game on the channel. Game starts when Victoria 3 ends. Yeah, that's why I've always wanted to get into this game, because I'm like, oh man, it literally starts like the day Victoria 3 ends. So like, let's do it. Yeah. So yeah, I've been excited for this one. I've been nervous because I haven't streamed a game yet that I know this little about. So everybody's gonna see me fail. Oh yeah, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. The Hearts of Iron 4 stream is finally upon us. I know. I've been thinking about it all week. Like, oh my god, I need to learn this game in a week, and I didn't. I'm guessing you are going historical AI. Yeah, I am gonna do that. Although I feel that's by default, right? I don't have to like set anything for that, right? I haven't changed any of the AI settings. We will go United States, as the title suggests. The United States retreated back into isolationism at the end of the last war and enjoyed a period of economic prosperity during the Roaring Twenties. This came to a dramatic end when the nation was gripped by the Great Depression. America's policy of non-intervention in foreign wars has stood firm. But tensions are rising in both Europe and Asia. The Great Neutral may find itself drawn into the maelstrom, whether it wants to or not. It is, when you go back, the select country screen, it is in the bottom left, or bottom right. Oh, okay. We'll do regular. Oh, yeah, I see. Historical AI focuses. Yes. We won't do Iron Man mode. We're not doing a full run of the United States. We're going to come back to Hearts of Iron 4. We're going to do 2 weeks of this, and then at some point we're going to come back and do a full run. I feel like when we do a full run, we'll do Iron Man mode because I want to get achievements. But for right now, let's take it slow. All right, January 1st, 1936. Oh, the day Victoria 3 ends. Okay, first things first, let's turn off this annoying day-night cycle. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So let's start with research, as always. So we will start with some production research. I know enough to do that. So we'll start with basic machine tools. Get our production efficiency up. Germany is a great country to play. It may seem like it would be the hardest, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, I have looked at a couple videos, and somebody put it into a good context about basically, like, all the other countries, you're kind of like, the war is gonna, you need to get everything ready before the war starts. But if you're Germany, you get to control when the war starts. So, yeah, I've heard Germany is kind of a good one. I've heard Italy is a good starting country to play. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've heard. Like, Germany, United States, Italy. Let's get our oil going. Let's get some synthetic oil experiments. Okay, so we have a fuel refining one, so we'll do this one. The US has the advantage that it's out of the way, though. Yeah, that's true, right? In this game and historically. Construction. Yes, we will start with some construction. And then let's start getting some guns. I guess we'll start with the first one. Although, look at this. No, we'll start with this. This will up our stats a little bit. Alright, now this stuff I don't know much about yet. Military Industrial Organization. It's going to cost us 0.10 political power a day. What are we getting? And what do we get if we do this? A research bonus. Oh, I recommend going to the tab on the left of the industry tab and getting the research speed. Oh, okay. Giannis is the freak. Oh boy, what did... Oh yeah, that's starting. Hey, Huey! Huey Long, hello, hello. Japan can be a bit fun since you can play in your own backyard for longer if you don't do something dummy with the US. Oh yeah, that's a good point, right? Yeah, that's a good one. Cyprus is Greek. Maybe we'll do a run as Greece in this at some point. You always want to research with an organization if you can. Okay, it buffs research speed, always worth it. Research speed is like super important and amazing. All right, so yeah, I guess then it is worth the 0.10 political power while we do it then. So sure, we'll do that. All right. We've got some civilian factories going, so let's build more civilian factories. You know, the one thing I find annoying I've found is that you can't do the WASD buttons to move around, and you can't keybind. I find that to be an interesting thing that they've done here. Let's see. So we'll do one there. Let's just get a whole bunch of these guys going. In the states that have at least 60%. Let's get some oil refining. And actually, let's do that up top first. Why is he playing New America? He should play USSR and defend the motherland. because this is my first ever playthrough. I think the Soviet Union would be a little tough. Any research speed bumps you get is just saving time and making you more powerful. Okay. Yeah, I've heard the thing about the game is you have to kind of really rush at the beginning here to get ready for the war. So I do know that. Good thing about playing the US is you can't ever lose. Nobody can invade unless you're playing multiplayer, so feel free to experiment. Ah, good to know, good to know. I paid money to watch him navigate the USSR tree blind. Yeah. No. Not the first time. Oh, you know, I almost forgot to do something with that, with the tree. Oh, wait, what am I doing? No, I want to get places that'll get me some oil here. All right, I think that's good for now. So we got that. The US might not have the political power, though. That's my point, Hamcuts. Swim or drown. You are a streamer. It's a good point, right? It's a good point. The whole point, part of the point of this stream is to be able to let everybody watch me fail. No way, first time playing Hearts of Iron. It is. I have about 4.5 hours in it, so I've like started the game before. I've gone through the initial setup, though I have no idea if it was a good setup or not, because I haven't really played beyond it. I've never gotten out of 1936, I guess we'll put it that way. You can shift clip to max the state, by the way. Oh, good to know, yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, we have some military factories, so we have about 5 more we can utilize. Let's take a look at our logistics. What do we need? We need some artillery. We need some infantry guns. Let's put 3 here. Let's put some more here. Oh, actually, that's it. Right, we'll need to expand the military factories. Are you going to be playing historical US, or at least mostly historical? I mean, I guess historical, but to be honest, I don't really know how the gameplay goes. I kind of feel like I get the production makeup here, but in terms of actual gameplay, I'm just going to see where the wind takes me, to be honest with you. But I'll try to go historical. I'm not going for like world domination here. Alright. Oh, yeah, so we need... So I want to continue the New Deal. This will give me some political power. And then... Because I want to lower the amount of consumer goods I have to spend here. Yeah, so we're going to continue the New Deal. So we got that going. No divisions in basic training. We'll do 3 of those guys. You basically want to build up civilian factories for a few years before you really start needing military factories. Yeah, that is the one thing I've heard, is that across the board, the one advice everyone seems to have is build up your civilian factories first, because that'll help you build the military factories. We'll set you in New York, we'll set you in California, and we'll set you in Virginia, let's say. Why not? Hey, and Yuri, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, my friend, welcome. We just started. On the recruit tab, you can click the train button on the template once, and then click the add unit on the tab to the left. Ah, yeah, okay, so add unit. Oh, I see, I see. Alright, so let's add... Let's not go nuts, right? So we'll start with that.
Ready.
Yeah, so we gotta do the divisions. Isn't there was like a button in order... Yeah, there we go. 36 divisions. So let's create a new army. Let's get them a... General Patton, of course. Rather than 3 separate tabs. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I already got those 3 guys going, but we need armies, I guess, so we'll do that. America time! Oh yeah, you know it. Why are you making 3 different tabs of the same unit? I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Should I not? Let me go back to them. I think Mauricio was right. I think half my stream will be the setup. Officer Corps Logistics. Yeah, I guess, right, like, we don't need... Hey, John, hello, hello. I found Hearts of Iron 4 more accessible than Victoria 3. I don't know why, but I just can't get a mental grip of Victoria 3, even after watching your awesome tutorials. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I think it's the nature of every Paradox game. Every Paradox game you start up, there's that initial shock. I bought this game a couple Steam sales ago. So I've had the game for quite a while, and the first time I loaded it up, I was just like, I don't know. I don't have time right now. So I think I think everybody has their, like, home Paradox game. That's your home-based Paradox game. That's the one you get. And then you kind of use your knowledge in that to somewhat understand your way into other games. Even though I think they really have not as much to do with each other. Victoria 3 is arguably better than Hearts of Iron 4. I mean, I would agree with that, but I'm biased. I've played 3,000 hours of Victoria 3 and 5 of this, so... I mean, there's no downside to doing it in 3 separate tabs, but there's also no point. Well, if there's one thing the US is good at, it's doing things that have no point. So... Alright, so we're going to need to split some of these guys off. So we need about 12 of them.
Yes, sir. Commands. Ready.
Alright, now we need another guy.
Ready, sir.
What's his... So he's good at attack.
Orders.
So maybe we'll get somebody who's a little bit better at defense. This guy, Omar Bradley. We'll do you. So what's the plan on companies this run? U.S. Steel, Gold? Let's see. Maybe, go for Steel. Let's go for Steel. I don't know why, but I gotta pick one. So we'll go with Steel. Victoria 3 and Hearts of Iron 4 are both complicated in their own different ways. Yeah, it kind of seems like that. Yeah, Paradox games don't make sense until the first 2,000 hours. Exactly. I made a joke on the Discord when I set the schedule. I was like, I'll be fine. I did the in-game tutorial. I got it. Let's see. What are we doing here? I have more hours in Hearts of Iron 4, and I still think Victoria 3 is better. I just like to build stuff in peace, but not entirely in peace. I hate city builders. I like macroeconomic simulation, Millennium Dawn style. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wish there was more economy stuff in this game, but then again, like, I don't fully grasp the game yet, so I shouldn't say. Surface ship special project speed, submarine special project speed. All right, we'll go with this guy. Oh, insufficient resources. Yes. So we need more oil. Oh wait, didn't even notice it was Hearts of Iron 4. I'm so damn tired. I just assumed it was Vicky. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a... that's why it's a blind playthrough. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I mean, I kind of have an idea. But I kind of don't. I think it's hard to say for me. The two games are completely different. Yeah, these two games do seem just entirely different. This game has pretty much zero economic simulation, yeah. But if it did, it would be way too overwhelming. Yeah, like, could you imagine if you just combined Victoria 3 and Hearts of Iron 4 and just had, like, the economic system of Vicky 3 and the military system of this and just played from 1836 to, like, what does this end in? Like, 1957, I think it is. Alright, so we're gaining 4.9k of fuel, but we're using... Oh, well, it says we're using 0. Oh, our real issue right now is steel, or aluminum. So we need like 5 of it. Alright, let's go from France here. So we'll do one of those. The mod scene is better just because it has more time than Vicky 3. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the mods yet. I should take a look at that. Oh, I'm good on aluminum? Oh, production -5. Oh, I see. Okay. So, how do I cancel that now? Yeah, let's cancel. Oh, it's rubber. We need... 1 more rubber, we need 6 chromium. Chromium. There's what I'm looking for right here. Okay. So we got Turkey. Well, let's go for Cuba right now. They're closer. That'll be easier to maintain. What the... Yeah, we'll get the 8 here. Although, maybe we'll do just a little bit more, so we can get our stockpile. And then rubber. Sure, let's do the Dutch East Indies. We have the Philippines out there. Okay. So that should fix us on that. And then low manpower. I think we're just going to have that because we're the United States. Look at the top. Yeah, red bad, green good. I'm not sure I'd choose the US for the first run, since at the start, you're just building to lend lease. Oh, okay. Well, we'll give it a try. We'll see. I do find the map kind of interesting. I do like the general style here. It's a little bit different. Missing equipment. You can't stockpile goods. You're wasting your... Oh, really? I thought there was a stockpile. Like, fuel has a stockpile, right? I thought there was. Fuel stockpile capacity. So fuel looks like it has one, but the other ones don't. Is that the deal? Okay. So, do I just have to edit, or I mean cancel the imports? Can I edit them? Here we go. Yeah, because now I guess we have a ton. I would just do 8, otherwise you're using an extra civilian factory for the trade. Unsubscribe if you trade with Turkey. Noted. Noted. Each 8 units of trade, you are taking civilian factories away from the buildings. Fuel does... Okay, so fuel is the only one then. I already wrote that. He didn't read it. Oh, did I miss one of yours? Okay. So let's do... Then we'll just do the 8. And then, yeah, we were just doing the 1 for rubber. All right. In a recent vote, a senator was surprisingly... a senator has surprisingly switched sides to vote for a government proposal. While the issue itself was fairly minor, the public vote of support from a previously outspoken critic of Franklin Delano Roosevelt has raised many eyebrows around Washington. Some analysts believe that this example will lead additional senators to reconsider their stance. Ah. Okay. So wait. You can stockpile equipment, but resources are on the day-to-day production. Okay. You have to click on the Chrome. Oh! Yeah. There, that... Okay, I see. I see what we're talking about here. I'm being an idiot. Who should I trade with? Let's see. Let's do it with Cuba. It'd be easier to maintain. Okay, so we're good on resources for right now. Hirohito today announced that Japan would no longer consider herself bound by the naval treaties she had signed. The world situation, he said, had made the choice inevitable. Japan has apparently received reliable reports that several neighboring countries have begun aggressive naval expansion programs that threaten legitimate Japanese interests in the area. The Japanese Admiralty has refused to comment on rumors that several ships currently under construction were already planned without treaty restrictions in mind. Okay. Hey, Jabba, hello. Hello. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Buy from the Soviets to strengthen them. Well, so I'm wondering... Here, let me read this and then I'll ask my question here. The latest round of hearings in the House Committee on Ways and Means has resulted in a report crediting the president's policies with a major improvements in all available metrics of the economy. While stopping short of outright praise, the report nevertheless comes as a blow to those that were criticizing the president and demanding reforms. A number of representatives have already publicly declared that Although they still harbored doubts about the president's agenda, they will now vote in support. So, wouldn't I want to trade? Like, we're trading with Cuba. Wouldn't it be better to do that because it's a shorter trade route and less of a chance of being intercepted? Like, I imagine trades with Russia are going this way. Wouldn't that be a little harder to maintain when the war breaks out? I recommend you pick on the decision list on the top left in your focus tree to get a feel for what you're doing with America. Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe I should start reading through them. If the Germans overrun them, you won't be able to beat them. You are a noob, remember. I may be a noob, but I'm America, my friend. Okay, let's take a look here. So this is going to cut us off from this. So I know with the US here, I've read, I need to cut down on how much civilian goods, consumer goods I have to make. Add limited intervention, which grants... Or maybe, okay, the WPA. Reduce the effect of the Great Depression. Yeah, so we'll want to do the Agricultural Adjustment Act. We get one more research slot here. So I feel like we'll kind of go down this path. Less consumer goods. Rubber Reserve Company. Yeah, I feel like we're just going to go down this list first. And monarchism. Democratic Socialism. Hello, hello. Then, at that point, after we go down there, we probably want to get, like, war plans started, right? If you aren't at war, it won't matter. Okay. Your decision list and focus tree is a great way to get a feel for what you're actually doing with a nation. I am not a communist. I am a New Deal Democrat. That's right. That's right. Okay, so let's see on the war side of things here what we would be doing. Army experience gain. Planning speed. Okay, we're done with continue the New Deal. Oh, Germany has stationed troops. Oh, the remilitarization of the Rhineland. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory, close to the French border, in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reactions from France and Britain have so far been muted. It is no more than the Germans walking into their own backyard, a political commentator in Britain observed. And when the focuses talk about senators and representatives, it's talking about your decisions tab, which is on the right of your flag at the top. Turkey remilitarizes the Turkish Straits. Turkey and the Soviet Union have come to an agreement on revisiting the Treaty of Lausanne, which was signed and implemented after the nascent Republic of Turkey repulsed the entrant in the Turkish War of Independence. The treaty has long been decried as an assault on Turkish sovereignty, and today the treaty has finally amended in favor of the newly legalized Montreux Convention. Turkey now has complete control over traffic that passes in and out of the Turkish Straits, and the states around the Straits have now been remilitarized by Turkey. British observers who are a part of the process are merely satisfied that conflict in the region has been avoided. Yeah, I do know I have my Yeah, this stuff right here. I have to say, it's funny. It always takes me off guard for a moment to see only 96 seats in the Senate. That kind of takes me off guard. You should do Neutrality Act, right, for historical? Well, I want to be somewhat historical, but I don't want to, like, literally follow history. I want to do, the Agricultural Adjustment Act next. Oh. Sultanate of Ossa submits to Italian demands. Perhaps unsurprisingly to many, the Sultanate of Ossa has accepted Italian demands for subjugation. While the Afar government held out hope of avoiding occupation, it became increasingly clear that the colonial powers of the region would not be coming to their aid, nor would neighboring Ethiopia be able to spare military personnel to support them. With the situation so bleak, the government bowed to Italian pressure to spare the people becoming the victims of unnecessary bloodshed. Italian forces are now moving into the small nation to take up new positions on the border with Ethiopia. It is unclear whether the occupation will be permanent or how it will impact the wider Italian conflict with Ethiopia. No, I know, yeah. I know why there's only 96, but it still takes me off guard. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, it's kind of funny. Yeah, pick the focus, don't stay behind. Yes, yes. Yeah, so we're going to go with the WPA. Anything that helps industries are good starting focuses. Yeah, research and industry really sets up Snowball. Well, also just, you know, the WPA. I absolutely am going to do the WPA. The WPA is what created the very short-lived and only in our history National Theater in the United States of America, the Federal Theater Project. So we are absolutely going to be doing the WPA no matter what. Okay, what do we have going on here? Decisions available. Decisions. Okay, let's slow down for a second here. Add an advisor. Oh, yes, the advisors, yes. Now, I've heard the silent workhorse is the way to go, because we'll earn extra political power to help us get more. Robert Taft, so we'll go with that. Prioritize political power. Oh, yeah, you need that as USA, if I can recall. That's the way to go. Yep. And now, yeah, I don't think we don't have enough political power to do anything else. Yeah, political power is important in lots of things in the decision tab. Yeah. We won't do that. Okay, so nothing there for right now. Oh, wait, what's it saying? That there's an event or a decision timeout? So there's something that's going to time out? How do I tell which is the one that's going to time out? Oh, here we go. The attempt to contain the march of naval armaments has failed. We must be allowed to rearm to meet the threats of the future. Removes the London Naval Treaty signatory, which grants carrier max cost, cruiser max cost. Okay. This will reduce the restrictions on the cost of capital ships for all other signatories. It costs 150. Oh, well, we can't do this anyway. I can't wait to see him try to figure out division templates and unit designs. Yeah, I watched a video on it. I haven't actually tried it, though. All right, so we can't do this stuff anyway. Now, I do need to start securing some of my trades here, right? Actually, how's our production going? Okay. Doesn't matter if it times out. It's just letting you know it's on a timer. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, like we have some... Wait, are we exporting oil? Build infrastructure. Maybe you can't make these civilian industries with these debuffs. Well, I am building some infrastructure here. I mean, I know we're going to need more, but they haven't gotten down the list yet. But we're adding some stuff in. Like we have well, actually, let me see. How do I see like what these factories are actually consuming in terms of goods? Like, how do I see that? Like, it takes construction costs, but does it not utilize any resources? You want to move the infrastructure up the queue. Top buildings get built first. Okay, but what are these... Well, so let me figure it out then. Like, what are these civilian factories consuming that I need to build in order to get these factories built? They consume nothing. Oh. Well, then why wouldn't I build them first so that I have more civilian factories to build the rest of it? Civs don't consume resources. Okay. But so then, well, so I'm asking because why is everybody saying build the infrastructure first? Wouldn't I want to build these so that I have more construction capacity? Okay, so civilian is your GDP speed, your construction sector, but as the US, you get a huge malus in building civs. You should build infrastructure. Infrastructure buffs your industries and makes them more productive. Oh, I see. Okay. So these will... I mean, it's interesting here. It doesn't actually say on the tooltip here what it's boosting. Your economic law debuffs civ construction speed as well. See, though, where on the tooltip here for infrastructure is it telling me, other than the fuel capacity, what I'm getting? I mean, I get when I'm building infrastructure in a state, I'm expanding the resources that state gives me. But it's not telling me that it's expanding my construction sector or anything. Finish the ones you've started, reduce Oregon and Washington to 1, and remove the Texas and California ones. Build maximum infrastructure in all states with more than 5 industry slots. Why would I want to get rid of that in Texas, though? Texas is giving me oil, which I would need, right? I want to expand the amount of oil I have, right? You generally want 80% infrastructure or over in a state before you build in it. Okay. Because infrastructure gives a bonus to construction in the state and don't get the malice of the economic law. Okay. Some people say you should go for 100%. Some people say 80 is fine. It's a bit of a debate. By early 1937-38, start building civilians until 1939, then switch to military. Maybe up to 1940 as USA. Oh, get rid of the Texan civs. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. I actually didn't realize I had a Texan one on there. Okay. So let's go for infrastructure then. So where do we have less than 80? So let's build... And North Carolina. Reduce Oregon and Washington to 1 and complete it since you've already started them. Oh, so I don't really want to go to 100% there? So California, Oklahoma, Ohio... Yeah, this is basically how the game starts. Infrastructure and civilian factories, so you can build way more military factories in future. When I'm talking about civs, always go to 100% if you have big-ass states. As civilian factories are using for building. Except if you're the USSR, then go to 80 or even 60. Okay. Okay. Cool. So then... we'll do the rest of these infrastructure projects. And then I guess we'll start on the civs. What do we have here? Okay, so we're gaining here, so we'll make up the differences there. Short on planes. Oh, I don't need the North Carolina civs. Why would I not? I guess, why would I not need them? Because I want to build civilian factories, right? And North Carolina... I'm building up infrastructure there. Well, no, I'm just asking questions. Ideally, you want to put max infrastructure in a state, then build a civilian factory so it boosts the future construction in the queue. Okay. So we'll put one more in North Carolina. But didn't you just say, though, that infrastructure, I want to get it to 80% and then start building? I'm going to get 20% is also good, but didn't you say 80% was also good? One of the signatories of the treaties has decided not to follow the treaty any longer. And is even now probably building larger and more powerful ships. Oh yeah, that was the one we already read. Okay. 100% is ideal. Only in 5+ states. Don't bother with Puerto Rico, for example, or Guam. Okay. Alrighty. Now, do I want to set my navies to start patrolling the coasts and getting naval supremacy? Since they're just kind of chilling and doing nothing right now? Oh, I see what you're saying. So 80% is minimum, but as the US, I should be able to get to 100%, so just go for that. Civilian economy is minus 30% on civilians. Not sure how much more malice you get from the Great Depression debuff. Hey, Dev Twitch TV, hello, hello. First. Hello, hello, how are you? Here we go. Oh, sorry. First, Dev Twitch, sorry. When your message popped up on mine, it didn't scroll all the way down, so I just saw the word first. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, first playthrough. Yes. Yes, it is. It is. I am learning as I go. Alright, I guess we'll go with this guy. Export it to multiplayer and play co-op with Maximilian. So on your construction queue, if you want to be optimal, you would do, for example, max infrastructure in New York, then max civilian factories in New York. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So that actually makes a lot of sense. Maximize the infrastructure, then maximize the civilian factories so that we just start exponentially growing. Well, why don't we do that? So I think, yeah, this maximizes California. Okay, so we're built up in California. Then... Oh. Oh, look at this. We have, like, max factories in a couple states, but not max infrastructure. We already have max factories up there. Alright, let's do this for now. He can max infrastructure everywhere, then spam civilians really fast once he exits the Great Depression and goes early mobilization. But that's not a bad strategy. I always do that with UK, Germany, USSR. Alright. So... order a task force to perform exercises in the region adjacent to the closest naval base. There's a chance to damage ships over time. The crew will not gain experience once they reach the regular level. You will gain Navy experience while training. Order the task force to wait at the closest naval base until an enemy task force... So is it worth doing these naval exercises to start building up some Navy experience? Good luck with Navy. It's so confusing, most people don't understand it. God, Navy. It's been 30 plus minutes to micromanage my Navy on every game. Part of why I love Victoria 3 so much. Okay. Okay, it is good. Alright. Wait, what? What am I doing here? Okay. Are they doing it? Oh. Oh, we're paused. That's why they weren't doing anything. To put it simply, training makes them better and gives you experience. Okay. Remember that green troops suck. Negative 25% combat. Oh. Okay. Veterans plus 25%. I mean, trained or whatever. Okay. Navy is the last thing even parts of our like 4 veterans learn about. Then I'm gonna dive straight into it. You know it. Um, you can train a unit from -25 to +25. Anything above that, they have to earn it. The quick tip for Navy. Okay. Senator from Mississippi offers support. The senators from Mississippi have approached the government offering their support for the president to return in return for an informal guarantee that Mississippi would be the site of a new munitions plant for the army. They argue that building a plant in the area would create a lot of jobs and provide the army with much needed support in an increasingly dangerous world. The two senators also mentioned their excellent working relationship with several influential members of the House. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't see any downside there. We'll do that. I find Navy pretty fun in Hearts of Iron Core, but it's very confusing. One carrier, 4 capital, battleships, battle cruisers, heavy cruisers, 16 escorts, light cruiser destroyer. Subs should be separate. Wolf packs, max 20, minimum 5. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to explain Navy composition. Delegations from Britain, France, Italy, Japan, and the US met in December of 1935 to discuss a renewal of the first London Naval Treaty, which restricted the number and size of cruisers and submarines. Negotiations turned quite heated over Italy's war in Ethiopia and Japan's desire to be seen as equal to Britain and the US. With negotiations now at an end, the signatory nations have agreed on limits to the size of battleships and aircraft carriers in the hopes of preventing another ruinous arms race. Okay. Well, okay, we're at the hour mark here, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads so that we don't get hit with an ad during gameplay. So, 90 seconds, get another drink, go to the bathroom, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? I urge you to reconsider. Oh no, wait, reconsider what? What did I do? What did I do? Since you are a noob, do like 100 subs split in 20 stacks controlling 3 seed nodes each, but you don't care about subs as USA. Oh, why is that? A carrier has planes. Airborne. A battleship has 16-inch guns. For Navy buffs like me, a 16-inch gun is like 9 inches for the... Oh my god. A battle cruiser is a fast BB with weaker armor. A heavy cruiser is just a cruiser with bigger than 10-inch guns. A light cruiser is a cruiser with smaller guns. HC Hunt Cruiser, LC Hunt Destroyer, and rarely subs. Alright. The AI is so dumb with Navy, it's easy to beat them anyway. And if not you, just use planes to bomb the hell out of them. Okay, we will use them. A destroyer, official name Torpedo Boat Destroyer, is an agile warrior aimed at eliminating enemy torpedo crafts. Evolved into an escort for convoys, carriers, a true submarine annihilator. Okay. Oh yeah, Dove Twitch, yeah, didn't miss anything. We went to break for the commercial break. A submarine is a scary place to be. Navally, inferior nations are forced to use them. They are the coward's tool. Oh, jeez, okay. They attack convoy ships, can't do real damage in combat. Avoid them. Oh, the Navy. Oh, Huey. Yeah, avoid the Navy. All right, representative criticizes the president. During a recent debate on tax reform, a representative launched into a long-winded speech about the many failings of the administration. According to him, no right-thinking American could possibly want to support the policies of the president, whatever their party affiliation may be. His harsh words seem to have had an effect, as a number of representatives previously thought firmly behind the policies of Franklin Delano Roosevelt made noises of support. You know what I find interesting is when they show the makeup of the government here, and I'm supposed like these parties, I wonder why they don't have the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, the Communist Party, the Silver Legion of America, and non-aligned. You can't avoid the Navy as the U.S. Otherwise, you'll have to navally invade. Good luck pulling that with 0 hours gameplay. Republican is a type of Democratic Party. Oh, I see. So this is more like not the Democratic Party as the political party, but just like Democratic parties. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Ideology. So these are ideologies and not necessarily parties. Okay. All right. So we got the WPA. So now we will go for this one. We'll get negative 10% consumer goods factories factor. The reason Democrats have 99% is because it includes Republicans. If you want Republican, it would say Republican instead. Oh, okay. White is typically monarch of some sort. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Oh! We can get another advisor. Well, this guy will give us some political power gain. The Bolivian Socialist Revolution of 1936. Following the largest strike movement known until now in Bolivia, the military under the young Lieutenant Colonel German Bush moved to overthrow the genuine Republican government of Jose Luis Tejada Sorzano. They claim that, unlike Tejada, they stand on the side of the Bolivian people and its socialist ideals, and now, with the resignation of Tejada, they have assumed full control of Bolivia. All right. Feeling overwhelmed yet? Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. I'm feeling it is a little overwhelming, but at the same time, it feels like playing a Paradox game. It's like it's an overwhelmed feeling that feels familiar. Relations, resistance target. Oh, this guy will lower our consumer goods factories factor. That might actually be good. The game has... Oh. The game has 4 ideologies, basically. Democracy, pro-Churchill, communism, pro-Stalin, fascism, that guy, yeah. Non-aligned, anything that doesn't suit them, from anarchist to monarchist. Okay. Did you do historical AI? I did, yeah. Yep, we're doing the historical AI. Hamcut's preparing regime change in Bolivia. Don't play the democracy support guy. Morgenthau. Basically blue pro-allies, red either pro-USSR or related to socialism, brown pro-Axis or fascism, gray anything else including autocracies and anarchism. Okay. Also, Mr. Hull is good too. Yeah. See, okay, so here's... So do I want the 5% political power gain, which would make it easier to get more of these guys, or consumer goods factories factor of negative 15%? Because I do know right now, what is it, the Great Depression, I think it's where it says, yeah, 60% of my civilian factories need to make consumer goods. So that YouTube restricts that guy's name even for historical purposes. You know, I was wondering about that in terms... We'll go with Mr. Hull. I was wondering about that with this stream, how that works. But I was like, this game is majorly streamed by people for so long. It must not be like binging or pinging people for that. Okay, so we get more, we can do new research. Oh, actually we had 2 new. Oof. Okay, let's slow down for a second here. Max factories in a state. So with this we get, factory output, dockyard output. Yeah, we'll go with this. %60 on top of 35%. The US has the biggest economy at the game start, so they proportionally benefit the most from reduced consumer goods. Concentrated industry. Yes, good, that's what I picked. Now, I thought I'd read 2, so I should stay on top of electronics too, right? But don't I want to make sure I'm keeping this stuff up to date? Let's make sure we're keeping this up. Electronics 1. Yeah, I thought I had read somewhere, like, someone had said, like, don't sleep on your electronics engineering. Alright, we'll do that. Hey! Helix 10, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you. Welcome in. How are you? Not just the guy's name. Hearts of Iron 4 creators used to have to avoid using the word War. Oh my god. Special military operation. How's it going? Going well. Going well. Bumbling my way through my first ever Hearts of Iron 4 run here. Luckily, I have some friends at my side here to help me out. So, we haven't reached the war yet. Jeez, look at... We haven't even gotten out of 1936 yet. Although I think now saying war is fine. YouTube has relaxed a bit. Electronics, I pray. Research speed is very, very good. Yeah. Hard learning curve. Yeah. Hard learning curve, but that is the nature of Paradox games, so. Oh, you know, I wanted to... Why not do... You know, none of these navies have any generals. Or admirals, I guess you should call them. I can't tell if they're doing it or not. Well, we'll see, I guess. I am not your friend. I am your karate teacher. Okay, then. My karate master. Now, since I'm doing historical AI, how historical is the start of the war? Like, does it literally happen exactly as it happened, or is there any type of variance on it? At least we achieved unpausing before the stream ends. That's something. Yeah, exactly, right? Although, actually, I did get worried there for a second. But great once you get the hang of it. You have to say, I mean, so far I'm enjoying it. I can tell that this is going to be fun. I can already kind of tell, actually, that this is going to be another Paradox game where I'm going to really enjoy playing as a small nation, as opposed to a large one like this. Hey, Mr. Miyagi, say my name. Yes, Mr. Miyagi. I would be impressed if we even see the war this stream. Hearts of Iron 4 is a lot of prep. I can kind of tell that with the fact that we haven't gotten out of 1936 yet. So the speed of the passage of time, like at 3 speed, because I generally play Victoria 3 at 3 speed, and we definitely would have been out of 1936 by now in Victoria 3. So yeah, the passage of time goes a little bit slower in this one. I guess it makes sense to me, because I always wondered, how do you have a whole Paradox run in a game that only lasts 17 years? And I guess this is why. The passage of time is a little bit slower. We won't even see the Sino-Japanese War, maybe not even the Spanish Civil War. Oh, interesting. Very historical. Okay. So we kind of know when it's going to happen. I guess, yeah, so I see why they give you the option now. Do you want to be historical or not? Because then if you're being historical, you kind of know what's going to happen. You get some sort of a choice. Okay. Ah, we got the construction research done. All right. Resource gain efficiency. Okay, so we'll do this so we don't get any ahead of time penalties. Happens pretty much at the same time as it happened, or at least very close. Radical left-wing Antifa game. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same rules with that guy's name. You should ban this. You can affect history. Oh, okay. But it's kind of locked to historical times if you have it on historical mode. Yeah, we are doing historical mode for this one. There's some small... Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me slow down for a second here. There's some small changes, like the USSR not invading Poland, but instead getting the eastern part from Germany, because otherwise the Allies would war the Soviets due to the game mechanics. Oh, but otherwise. Okay. But otherwise is pretty historical, I think. Okay. World War II lasted for 6 years. Well, I guess it depends on which front you're talking about, right? The European front or the Pacific? Though I guess it's all World War II. Alright, so we'll do this too, the Fair Labor Standards Act, which we can't do. Requires the support of at least 49 senators. Not new legislation is still being drafted. This focus will continue even when the requirements are no longer met. Not new. Okay. Well, let's do this. We'll get one more research slot. That's always a good thing. It's pretty historical. Well, when the war starts, you slow down time a lot as you have a lot of things to do. Okay. The USSR technically did not invade Poland. We made it to the Spanish Civil War. I was here. Huzzah! Oh, yeah, look at that. Whoa, hello. The nationalist Spain. Spain is doing a special military operation on itself. Civil disagreement. Just a civil disagreement. China fought since the dawn of time. China #1. Is there any... Oh, look at this. France. Following a minor heart attack, a senior senator announced today that he will be retiring for health reasons. With more than 2 decades in Congress, the senator built a large network of supporters, and his influence carried a lot of weight. While technically only one man with one vote, the Washington insiders nonetheless counted him as worth several votes, as he was the key to secure several others. With the seat most likely going to an avowed critic of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the administration will find it a lot harder to secure the necessary votes to pass bills. Ooh, what is our makeup now? So we don't have the majority in the Senate. But we do have the majority in the House. Boy, does that sound familiar. Scientific research gives an extra slot. Yeah, that's what that's what we're doing right now. Which one was it? Wait, what was the one? No, it wasn't this. What is it we just clicked on? Oh, no, not science. Yeah, this was, yeah, gain 1 research slot. So that's what we're getting. Representative speaks passionately in support of government. Asked about her stance on a number of policy issues at a fundraising dinner, a representative spoke out in support of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's policies. She further claimed that many of her fellow representatives had similar views, but were merely held back by idiotic short-sightedness, thinking no further than the next election, instead of doing what was right for the American people. Her comments have been widely reported by the press and put several of her colleagues in hot water as they had to explain where they stood on these issues. Alright, well, we got more support in the House. The games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete at the Games. Crazy Mao China wasn't your first playthrough. Your social credit is plummeting. Oh, oh no. I'm uncool. 6th of January, put in Madrid. Yep. Yep, we weren't the first and we won't be the last. Mao China is surprisingly fun. Oh, cool. Okay. Spoiler alert. Nationalist Spain will win. Aw, Jack, spoilers. In modern day, that senator would be dragged into vote mid-heart attack. Yeah, that's so true, right? He would, actually. They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him leave. The U.S. can legally do that. The chairman can invoke the sergeant-at-arms to drag the congressman in. Yeah. Not sure how it is called. Yeah, I forget. It came up recently, and they talked about it. But yeah, you can be dragged in. Germany, Britain has 4. USSR starts with 3. USA with 5 early on is OP. Wait, what are you talking about? Didn't know that. Are you talking about the Olympics thing I just talked about? Germany can get 5 pretty quick. I think you can get it in maybe 4 or 5 focuses if you just rush straight to it. Oh, the research slots. The research slots. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so now... Yeah, look at this. Mechanical computing. You have 4% research speed. Let's do that. Now, is it okay that we're not researching any of the, like, military equipment stuff? That does kind of worry me a little bit. Oh, I'm not doing a project here. A torpedo cruiser. Yeah, we could do this. Montana-class battleship. 16-inch guns. I'll do this one for you. I guess it's for... Well, it's for me. But... Alright, we'll do that. I generally like the UI of this game. Like, the design. Like, the folder and paper and the, like, typeset and everything. It's really kind of cool, actually. Alright, let's do that. Let's see. win for Owens. Yeah, yeah. Some country's leader refused to receive Jesse Owens. And he was left-wing progressive. Your dockyards are not working. Okay, we gotta get on that. Mechanical computing. Oh, yeah. He's learning. That's right. I'm evolving. If you do the historical US path, you get 6 research slots for extra OP experience. Oh. Hearts of Iron 4 player evolving in real time. Military research is important, but right now, industry and research speed is more important. You'll have time for military research. Okay. It's a military-themed utilitarian UI, which fits the game. Yeah, no, I know. I get why they did it. I'm just saying it looks cool. I like it. Yeah, like, it's very, like World War II era, 40s-esque. 30s, 40s. Which country's leader refused to meet Jesse Owens? L. Professor. Spoiler, it's not Greece. Which country's leader refused to meet Jesse Owens? I mean, probably ours. Make sure to always deal with your alerts at the top, just like in Vicky 3. Or at least deal with the ones that need attention, like the dockyards. Yeah. Oh. We're short on the chromium. You advanced the $1,000 question. Yeah, no, I know there was, like, some issues with that. There was also, you know, the Australian who came in 3rd in that image. Or no, I'm thinking of something different. But yeah. Yeah, our leader didn't meet with Jesse Owens. Wait, did that not fix it? Oh, I see. We're already doing 1 for 8. So we'll do this. Buy 16 chromium from the USSR. What is Cuba going to do? Embargo Germany and refuse to sell cigars? Oh, I see. Will that, like, improve relations? I see. Maybe, I guess I see what you're saying here. Yeah. If it's like a relations thing, I guess that does make sense. Okay. Okay. So we got the synthetic oil. Fuel gain from refineries. A modified synthetic refinery resource output. Plus what? Ooh, we could use the rubber. Alright, let's do that right now. And then... Wait, hold on. Which one are we not researching? Concentrated industry, rubber processing. We're doing the computing. We're doing that one. I see. Well, maybe... I don't want to suffer ahead of time penalties. In fact, we're already suffering one there. Ethiopia has capitulated. The Ethiopian government has gone into exile, and their main forces have capitulated to Italy, who is now in control of their home area. Although the struggles between Italy and Ethiopia are over, Italy is still at all-out war, and the fighting continues elsewhere. Alright. The day of the presidential election has arrived. Incumbent Franklin Delano Roosevelt has already implemented several of the programs referred collectively as the New Deal, intended to take the U.S. out of the Great Depression. While many of the efforts have been popular, his plans to further extend the role and power of the government have been met with criticism from his opponent. Republican Alf Landon, coming from the oil industry, Landon wants to see greater economic freedom, while Roosevelt and the Democratic Party want to expand Social Security and ensure economic stability. The election may be a close call or a major victory for the Democrats. So we'll add stability, though our stability is pretty high right now. Oh, infrastructure construction speed plus 20%. If in the congressional elections, the faction supporting the government will face stronger opposition. Democratic Party will now be called Republican Party. The momentum gained from the presidential election is likely to carry over to the congressional elections. So we'll gain political power. Add Standard Oil of California. No, we're going to take this. The infrastructure construction speed, we'll do that. Every 2 years, a third of the Senate seats and all seats in the House of Representatives are up for election. While often overshadowed by world events, the local situation in each constituency can sometimes make the difference. After all the votes were counted, the faction in support of the government lost 9 seats in the Senate and lost 66 seats in the House. Ouch. That's not good. Alright, let me scroll up here. You were thinking of the civil rights protests. Yeah, the raise fist protests. Yeah, I realized that as I was saying it. I was thinking of the wrong one. But if from Japan, I'm sure they will remain a peace-loving nation. Oh, buy it from Japan. I'm sure they'll remain a peace-loving nation. Not sure which athlete that was. They'll give Russia 2 civilians so they can build faster. Oh no, you made him do it. What have you done? You want to buy from 1 Russia, 2 UK, anything else you choose. So wait, does trading with these countries improve my relations with them? Because that's kind of what I was thinking there. I don't actually know that that mechanic of the game. Like, is that going to improve my relations with them at all? Avoid France. Spoiler alert: they lose. No, come on! Don't spoil the game for me like that. I vote Japan. Look how peaceful they are. Construction 2, ahead of time. Remember the Pearl. A big hit to the Rastafarian movement. A great victory for Italian food enjoyers like myself. The fact that he even considers this worries me. You might want to lobby the Congress. The oil their gears a bit. Not sure if you improve, but if you make these countries stronger for sure. I mean, if it's not improving relations, although I have enough convoys for it. Okay, so is the ahead of time penalty not so bad for this? I guess not. It said 1937. We're like a month away from it. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, yeah, I got a lot of stuff up here. Let's pause for a second. Is there any decision I really need? Oh, the munitions plant. To complete, add an additional military factory. An additional military factory has been constructed in Mississippi. Effects if completed within 163 days. Up to 4 senators, 20% go to the opposition. Alright. So let's add a military factory in Mississippi. I don't even know what their... Oh, military factory. There we go. I feel like you all are going to yell at me right now for putting this military factory up there. Morses to Russia equals bigger Stalin mustache won't fall to tiny mustache. Let's make the USSR really strong. I'm sure they will remain our allies forever. They will, according to Hearts of Iron 4. The world ends in 1948. Wait, I thought the game ended in like 1953 or something like that. Lost the House and the Senate. The Mississippi on top. Ah, okay. If not, cancel it. Oh, yeah, if I don't get it in time. Yeah. Oh, unlock traits in military-industrial organizations. The Norfolk Naval Yard. Norfolk Naval Yard. God, I know that place. I don't know why I can't say it. What do I get with this? Subdetection, depth charges, production output. Count the days until the factory is built. Hover over the bar. Ends January 1st. Oh, it ends in January 1st, 1949, but you can carry on. Oh, aka before the Cold War. Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll take production output, I guess. So it'll complete February 10th, 1937. I have 162 days for this. I don't remember. Oh. Let's pull out the calculator. 162 days divided by 30, that's what? 5 months. Oh, yeah. So I have 5 months. So I should be good. Yeah, I gotta take out a calculator. It's late at night. I'm 2 glasses of wine in. I'm not gonna do that math in my head as I'm trying to figure out a new Paradox game. Are you kidding me? Oh, we're paused. Hamcutsery. Maximilianary. Alright. Oh, we have unassigned divisions. Well, let's add you here.
Ready to move.
Oh, we have a lot of dockyards. Oh, this... Following a minor heart attack, a senator announced blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, this one is a little different, actually. I thought it was going to be the same thing. A senior senator announced today that he will be retiring for health reasons. With more than 2 decades in Congress, the senator built a large network of supporters, and his influence carried a lot of weight. While technically only one man with 1 vote, Washington insiders nonetheless counted him as worth several votes. Yeah, I feel like this was the same one. With the seat most likely going to an avowed critic of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the administration found it a lot harder to secure than necessary. Okay. Wait, find out how he didn't read what out of embarrassment. Which one did I skip over? December, January, February, Max... Hamcutsery, Maximilianary, 5 months. It could say 5 months and Americans would still need a calculator. Yeah. I know 5 months, 150 days. Give me a break. I'm trying to learn a new Paradox game here. And drink wine at the same time. And keep up with a stream chat. There's a lot of pressure on me right now. During a recent debate on tax reform, a representative launched into a long-winded speech about the many failings of the administration. According to him, no right-thinking American could possibly want to support the politics of the president, whatever their party affiliation may be. His harsh words seem to have had an effect, as a number of representatives previously thought firmly behind the policies of Franklin Delano Roosevelt made noises of support. I feel like we're losing a lot of support here. Damn. Alright, we're going to start using a medium lobbying effort. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, so is it doing it? How do I... Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Count from November to February for me out loud. Yeah. Yeah, 30 days in November, or pretty much. 30 November, 31 in December, 61. 30 in January, 91. And then, what, like, depends on February, so 28. Yeah. Sorry for saying it again, but lobby the Congress. Oh, yeah, yeah. There we go. I figured it out on my own. I didn't see your message there. Everyone does it. I just did it, and I am ready to do it again. You know you love to do it. Someone having a heart attack would make them one of the healthiest people in Congress by modern standards. Yeah, the fact that he's alive. Made its 3 months. What wine is it? Californian or Mediterranean? It's probably Californian. Because it's not fancy. He checked the Congress screen. He did it. Hey, Jacob, what's up? What's up? How are you? This is truly a moment in history. Ah, okay, we got that. All right, let's go to the research here. Let's see. Maybe we'll move to concentrated industry here. Max factories in a state and the factory output. We get max factories in a state here. Production efficiency. Well, we could do both here. We'll do it. Yeah, because I like the production attention here. Oh. We don't have this one yet? Oh. Alright, then we'll do that. We just made up 2 new months. Hey, thanks for giving this a try. It's fun seeing you play this. Thanks! I appreciate you saying that. Because I'm like, is anybody getting any... Is this fun? I don't know. So I'm glad it is. Oh, we need to add stuff to our production queue here. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun to watch somebody try to figure out one of these games anew. Build max. Yeah, so we'll shift click on these things. And then We'll go up that way. Nights I'm a fan of Juliarian Cesare Muntz. The Everyone Does It was a Mel Brooks reference. I thought you loved the arts. Oh, I'm not hip on all the Mel Brooks references, though I do love some Mel Brooks. One of the, speaking of, yeah, one, like, for Mel Brooks, what I consider one of the funniest movies of all time that I refuse to go back to because I know it won't be funny anymore is Robin Hood Men in Tights. I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid and thinking this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. And I know if I watch it today, it's not going to be as good. And I don't want to ruin it. I'm never going back to that movie. It's going to stay perfect in my head forever. Brazil enters state of emergency. This morning, President Getulio Vargas of Brazil announced over the radio that the nation was entering yet another state of emergency due to the risk of a coup by the Communist Party. According to the president, documents were found that indicated the communists were in the late stages of planning to overthrow the government. The validity of these documents is being questioned by many, but members of the opposition parties are now going underground for fear of arrest. The president announced that he would establish a new state with a new constitution and give greater authority to himself. What this means for the future of democracy in Brazil remains to be seen. Oh, so now they're just called Brazil. Okay. Requirements for voting in Congress as a representative. Being alive, optional. Yeah, that's a sad truth. Thought you are American. Oh no, Jack is not. Jack is not. Also, you have to be a criminal. Yeah, that's true too, Jacob. That is the prerequisite these days. Yeah, the Yanks have mummies for politicians. It's so bad. There needs to be some limit on that type of thing. I'm certainly not an American. How dare you? This is Jack right now. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this thing is about to end. Okay. So we're doing construction 2. Oh. Oh, no, well, no. We're a little bit ahead of time on this. Alright, we'll do concentrated industry 1. Wait, I thought I already did this stuff. Is it just moving them to different spots? Alright, there we go. Oh, I can unlock new traits here. Nah, ham cuts and paradox will never not be great. Ah, thank you, my friend. Thank you. A lot of funny content here. I hope you discover. I certainly hope I do. Consumer industry for the win. Thank you, thank you. You have no focus, and you have half your dockyards doing nothing. It's like they are French dockyard strikes. This makes me want to boot up Hearts of Iron 4. Yes! Inebriated cuts. Yeah. This is lost cuts. That's what's going on. I think the wine is getting to him. Glad you spotted that. Do you watch the premiere by any chance? Premiere of what? The French have officially infiltrated the Hearts of Iron 4 game through wine. The only thing that triggers me more than unused dockyards is unused focus tree. Breaking news, Brazil is Brazil. My best game had me devour Germany and Russia as France. Game ended with Japan being broken up too. Wow, what a world. Those dockyards are about as productive as Congress. Pick a focus tree. Oh, I didn't realize we finished a focus tree. Okay. Alright, let me stop looking at chat then and focus here. Representative speaks passionately in support of government. Asked about her stance on a number of policy issues at a fundraising dinner, a representative spoke out in support of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's policies. She further claimed that many of her fellow representatives had similar views, but were merely held back by idiotic short-sightedness, thinking no further than the next election, instead of doing what was right for the American people. Her comments have been widely reported by the press and put several of her colleagues in hot water, as they had to explain where they stood on these issues. Alright, let's pause for a second here. Alright, so let's take that. Let's go to the focus tree. So I want to do this. Requires the support of 49 senators. We currently have 40. So we need to work on that. A rubber reserve company. All right, let's do that while we try to get the other thing going. All right, so let's take a look here. What's going on? No, not that. What's going on with our dockyards? So, why do we keep having to assign them? Is it because we're like reaching a maximum stockpile of these things? I guess we gotta add more. Well, what do we need logistically? We don't really need anything. Oh, well, why don't we just set more on... We'll set 2 more on repair. There we go. I hope he purposely never uses one dockyard just to keep the alert on screen. We might pass the neutrality focus tree by the time Germany invades Poland. That's pure mess. So many tabs and alerts. Yeah, I know, right? It's just bombarded. I don't really want a lot of the German and Russian lands, though. I let Poland have them, which I'm sure would have been very popular on a stream. Mr. Miyagi wants you to mock invade Mexico by setting up a front and battle plan down to Mexico City just to see if you understand the basics. Yeah, but isn't that going to just, like, freak out the world even if I'm just practicing it? Rightful Commonwealth clay and all that. So you're building one boat, then the dockyards auto-unassign. Oh, I see. That's what the 1 represents next to the icon of the boat. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. Dockyard produces 1 ship. The ship is finished. The dockyards are not at work. Unlike rifles, where they're constantly being produced indefinitely unless you lose the military industry. Since I'm saying that, go make more guns and maybe an AA gun or a fighter or truck. I say we focus on planes. Oh, thank you. Kendra's Reyes. Hey, good luck. Thank you, thank you. He's building a plane just on the bottom of the production queue. Yeah, we got one down there. All right. And actually, we can afford one more here. There you go. Now we're using them all. Modify the officer corps. Strategic bombing, ground support. Yeah, I mean we'll take attack and defense here. What do I want to? Army Command, Navy Command. Hey, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Sure. Chester Nimitz, William Halsey. These are all names I definitely got wrong on tests in high school. We'll get some experience gain here. Oh, although this is taking political power. Maybe we'll leave this as it is right now. First time, when did stream start? We've been on for about, we've been on for about 2 hours now, actually. We reached the 2-hour mark. We're about to get hit by an ad. Yeah, so we're 2 hours into the initial playthrough. Alright, so... Gotta take our 90-second break here. So we'll be back in 90 seconds, get another drink, go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back, I would drag that plane above the boats. Too complicated. It's 5 a.m. I don't feel like explaining that. He might need a calculator. Jesus, you guys are brutal tonight. It's just an OCD thing. We need way more rifles and less planes. Although, he was onto something by assisting the officer corps. Never done this before, but I think I may do a communist France run. Not sure if we will ever get to division templates to use the experience, but we can dream. Alright, let's unpause here. We need more chromium. Let's take a look here. What do we have available to us? What's available in the other places that we have? Like, what other resources? Not much. Okay. So we're getting 8 from them now. We'll do this. That'll cover that. We can modify the government. Yeah, brutal chat. Don't listen to them. Thank you, Dev Twitch. It's not required in the base game. We're tough teachers, but it's good teaching. You remember our teaching. As a teacher, I can tell you, tough teaching is actually usually not effective teaching. Let's see here. Following a minor heart attack, a senior senator announced today that he will be retiring for health reasons. Yeah, Jesus, we've gotten this same event like 3 times now. Alright, so we can add another guy here. So construction speed when we get that stuff. What do we want? Consumer goods factories factor. Oh yeah, the financials. This is the guy we wanted before, actually.
Ready to move. Commands.
So the Springfield Armory. Oh, what is this? Whoa. Transmission from the Regional Defense Council. The Regional Defense Council of Aragon declared war on nationalist Spain. Okay. Anarchist uprising in Spanish Civil War. Continued government attempts at reasserting centralized control over the mostly independently acting anarchist communes in northeastern Spain, as well as Stalinist repression of dissident communist viewpoints, has now led to full-blown infighting in the Republican front. Initially limited to street fighting and low-scale clashes between militias and government or Stalinist forces, the unwillingness for either side to compromise has meant the conflict has rapidly escalated in just a few days. The reallocation of military resources to deal with this internal threat means the front lines against the nationalists have been noticeably weakened. Let's see what's going on over there. Doesn't look like much has moved. Yeah, at this rate, Cuba won't even need the Soviet missiles for the Cuban Missile Crisis. Exactly. 0 Cuban, 24 Soviet. There is a reason I insist. With all this trade, they will get the missiles themselves. He did the thing. Train the army. You could help the democratic side of the Spanish Civil War. They won't win. We got our rubber processing. That's interesting. You say they won't win. Is it just predetermined that they're going to lose even if the player intervenes? So fuel gain per oil 20% and from refineries 10%. All right. Yeah, let's do that. What is Cuba going to do with the civilian factories? For real now. Well, I'll need more of it. I do like how much it's pissing you off, though. More dockyards, more dockyards. There we go. Yeah, we don't have enough for this right now. Trickster trait XP gain. Starting level of new army leaders plus 2 army intelligence and others. Ooh, plus 4% initiatives. I think we'll just start with the basic one. Oh. Oh, we don't have any of this stuff. So, I guess, what is it telling me here? We have the Rubber Reserve Company. Alright. Alright, we need a new national focus. I can't believe we still don't have... Alright, let's slow down for a second here. We actually have less senators. I guess we could get started, Warplanes decisions, the War Department. I think we'll start with the War Plans division here. Get some army experience going. I mean, it's probably possible to make the Democratic side win on historical AI is because we will end up speaking German. Seeing all these alerts hurts my soul. Yeah, the alerts really pile up in this. It seems like construction queue opened, more infrastructure. Yeah, okay. So we can start. Oh, did we missed? Oh, we missed New Jersey. Sorry, New Jersey. All right, we'll do that for now. Please pause. Ice Purple crying. I'm going to Duolingo to learn German. First time I booted this up in a long time. Experimental facility seems cool. Yeah, yeah. Is that part of like a new DLC, the experimental facilities? I'm on the DLC pass. So I have all of them because of that. Oh, I don't think, yeah, I don't think I ended up picking anything in this. Oh, you know, I remember seeing this in a video. It wasn't actually explained what what is the difference between hard attack and soft attack? Oh, we have more research. More research. And we'll do the radio. Hard attack does damage to armored things. Soft attack does damage to infantry. Oh, okay. Soft is better, unlike the unlike the adult industry, to put it simply. Okay, cool. That makes sense. How do I, you know, I import things here. How do I export? You know, it is a fascinating thing, a Paradox game that doesn't have any type of money mechanic. Like, I've noticed there's no money to manage here, which is kind of fascinating. You automatically export. Okay. That dockyards alert is beautiful. Oh. Here, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave those two empty. That one's for you, my friends. And I'm gonna import from the United Kingdom. Prototype decision available. Our top naval commanders gave us an impossible task to make this ship nigh invincible. And while we know it to be impossible, we can at least try to make it so. This time, what should be our priority? Okay, so we can do reinforced armor or hull. Anti-air artillery. Or anti-torpedo measures. Armor and hit points. I mean, that does sound pretty good. Oh, you don't mind me importing from the UK? Damn, I should have picked a different one then. Alright, we'll go with that one. Cuba is the real threat. When you're the United States. That's how it works. Alright, oh. The Chinese United Front forms. Chiang Kai-shek and Mao Zedong have issued a joint announcement declaring that they have set aside their differences in the face of Japanese attack. Both sides will observe a strict policy of non-aggression against each other for as long as the war against Japan lasts, and have vowed to do everything in their power to throw back the invader. A number of smaller warlords have also declared their support, putting their forces under the command of Chiang Kai-shek. Whether the longtime enemies of the Chinese Civil War will actually work together remains to be seen, and many experts believe that this will do little more than delay the inevitable defeat of China. All right. Now let's do excavation 2. Also, I formally request CK3 on the week of the 28th for the new DLC. Oh, of course, we are doing that. So next week, let me look at the calendar. Am I allowed to look at that? A calendar? So next week on Thursday will be the last episode of the Ireland run, and then starting the following week on the 30th, we're gonna do a we'll start with a Japan run at CK3. Unfollowing because of calendar. Oh no. The cardinal sin of streaming, the calendar. They are mutually excluding. What is? Dispersed 1. So what did I do? The Hindenburg disaster. The German passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in the United States, in New Jersey. For reasons not yet determined, the airship was engulfed in flames and crashed to the ground, claiming 35 lives. Wait, claiming 35 lives? I read somewhere that miraculously, or not read somewhere, I was watching something about the Hindenburg. They said miraculously nobody died in it. Well, that's interesting. Due to the scarcity and expense of helium and the U.S. ban on exporting it, the Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was ultimately engineered to use hydrogen, which provides greater lift, but it is also flammable. With public faith shaken by this disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft, this could spell an end to the era of airships. Oh, the humanity. The news journal can change. Oh, the news journal can change. Oh, there's a small change. It doesn't blow up. Okay. If it doesn't blow up, I think new things pop up. Okay. Hey, Sharky Boy. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you, my friend? So wait, what do we... Oh, I see here. These branches are mutually exclusive. Research can only progress... Ah, in one of the branches. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. So which one do we actually want? See, I feel like I would actually prefer that. Alright, so let's go to there and get back on track with that. I get it. Pretty sure people did die at the Hindenburg. Yeah, I feel like I was watching something about it, and the thing that I took away, because I found it unbelievable that nobody actually died from it. Let me, now I need to check it. Oh, there were, yeah. Okay, so there were 36 deaths. Or maybe that's what it was. That it was such a small number from what the massive explosion looks like. RIP blimps. Bite the bullet and do concentrated. Left one is better for the US. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I'm glad you are not playing the Soviets. Don't watch AI slop ham cuts. No, I think maybe what I was thinking was that only 36 people died. Because you would think something that looks like that would have, you know, no survivors. I forget. There was something about the deaths that I was surprised about. Maybe it was just the number of them. Yeah, this is the same one we've got before. Ask about our stance on the number of policies. Yeah. Okay, but what is our support now? Kind of slowly clawing our way back here. We'll do that. Yeah, we got to 1937. Look at that. We got 1 year. Oh, so we can do the special measures as well. Wait, is there no cost for this one? Oh, I see. We'll increase the amount of consumer goods. Well, I'm good with that because I want to get... I want to be able to start doing Fair Labor Standards Act. Yunnan joins the Chinese United Front. Earlier today, China and Yunnan issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Chinese United Front. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. So we need, God. The senator from Texas has approached the government with an offer of support. His state suffers from critical underinvestment, and a government-initiated economic stimulus program would certainly make him reconsider his stance on certain proposed government policies. The senator sits on several important committees and is quite famous for being able to cut deals, making his vote worth several more in both houses. Ooh, yes. Here we go. This is what we need, actually. I kind of like this system of wheeling and dealing with democracy here. So, I believe we have what we need. No, it doesn't look like we gained anything. So we need 15 more senators. It says with... Yeah. So we need 15 more senators and 14 more representatives. Alright. Well, hopefully we can get that in whatever the amount of time it's going to take for this. Do the subsidies too. I'm not sure this will be the good timeline for Europe. It's the bad timeline where all the Lend-Lease goes to Cuba. An American likes wheeling and dealing with democracy. Tell me something surprising. Oh, please. Like, there's no wheeling and dealing in Parliament, my friend. Wheeling and dealing in every democracy. I hate to break it to you. Oh, an elevated marine court ensures that no enemy coastline will be safe. Our elite marines excel at operating under fire in the most hostile situations. All right. Let's do it. Check the investment in Texas decision. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh nice. So we just need an additional civilian factory in Texas. Alright, well let's put that at the top then, huh? I used to love Cuba. I'm a chain smoker after all. I strongly dislike Cuba. No please, no doctrines yet. Why, what's wrong with doctrines? Alright, why don't we... In order to utilize these docks, why don't we expand some of these navies? So I guess the thing is... What is the screen I'm looking for here? Yeah, here we go. How do I go to this for my navy? Like, how do I create new divisions in my navy? Build some destroyers. Doctrines are good, but you would typically want to save any experience at this point to make templates and designs for boats, planes, and tanks. Maybe an extra capital ship. Wait, I mean, can I not just use the generic templates? I need to use, like, experience for that? Your navy just deploys when they create a ship from the production menu. Oh, okay. Alright, so, yeah, let's build a... Oh. Yeah, here we go. Hey, Newport News. We can do it there. Oh, we get some benefits for doing it here. And then... Sure, let's build a carrier. The generic template tends to be questionable at best. Uh-oh. Destroyer is a screen ship, so escorts. Where do I see, So the stuff on this screen here, I'm not stockpiling, right? Or am I? Speed this up a little bit. All right. I don't really have the time for or the stuff for that. Also, haven't really been paying enough attention to the Air Force here. Improved machine tools. All right, what are we researching next? All right, well, why don't we do some basic fortification here? Oh, Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed a flight around the world together with her navigator Fred Noonan. After a brief scare when the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Howland Island in the Pacific, the flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. A ceremony is to be held in the White House next week, where Earhart is to be personally congratulated for her feat by the president. She didn't die. She could be an ace ad, but it's hype. She died. Back then, there were less things on the screen, though. I imagine. She never managed to circumnavigate the globe. All right. Damn, we didn't get this thing. Oh wait, but didn't we? When is this gonna change? Yeah, it's gonna take some time. All right. Well, I guess we could pick one side here. Can send volunteer forces, add limited intervention, which grants join faction tension limit. Send volunteers tension limit. Or the Neutrality Act. We get 200 political power. Gain base war support, so we'll lose war support. Try the Neutrality Act. Yeah, is that something we want? It kind of seems like it. I could use the support. Earlier today, China and Jibisan Ma issued a joint statement that the letter has now been formally granted member status of the Chinese United Front. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. Ooh, Japan declared war. Okay. Never tell to this innocent soul what happened to Amelia. You could do to get Congress and the Senate on your side. It's a historical option. Higino Moringo takes over in Paraguay. After growing dissatisfaction with the leadership of the nation, The military took action and has installed the General Higino Maring, Mornigo as the new president of Paraguay. He is sympathetic to the fascist cause and is likely to approach Argentina for mutual protection and aid, which will likely in turn lead to Brazil attempting to strengthen their own alliance to secure themselves in case of Paraguayan or Argentinian aggression. Alright. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge, located just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear that the volatile situation could result in war at any time. Alright, so... Alright, so we have enough support in the House. We need 10 more seats in the Senate in order to do that. More lobbying. Do we have the option for... Oh, we do. We do. Okay. So we just need to get to 49 in the Senate. So another person joins the Chinese United Front. You know, it's serious when we have to tell an American to do more lobbying. Yeah, my friend, there is lobbying abound in the world. There is lobbying in the UK and in Greece and in France and in Russia. Nowhere is safe of the lobbyists, unfortunately. I may play some Hearts of Iron 4 myself, but to be fair, I want to give it one more try after the new DLC. Yeah, I saw that there's some new DLC coming out. What is the deal with it, actually? I don't actually know the details. Now that I know, now that I've played the game for a moment. What does it actually do, this new one? Alt Historical Japan. China, Japan, no longer boring. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, we completed our special project, the Montana-class battleship. Now, is there a mechanic here of, like, upgrading my current, like, my current assets? Like, I just uncovered this new ship. Do I upgrade the ones I currently have, or are they just what they are? Without any warning whatsoever, we have been informed that the federal state of Austria no longer will abide by the Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye with all that it entails. Most importantly, this means that they will now rearm freely with no regard for the limitations that was set upon them after the Great War. Why they so suddenly wish to rearm remains unclear. So we can't stop them, but we can slow them down. So we embargo Austria. Gains broke our treaty, so we lose favor from them. Factory output, negative 50%. Facility construction speed. So long as this national spirit is active, conscription laws cannot be raised beyond volunteer only. Units cannot be trained, disbanded, or have their templates modified. Do that one. There's lobbying everywhere, but it's another level in DC. Hold on, let's fix our research here. Yeah, we'll get ahead of time penalties here, so we might as well do this fuel gain. Can you repeat? Add. Oh, repeat which thing? Which thing did you... What did I start saying before the ad played? You can make better ships. You can make better everything eventually. Yeah, I mean, so we just uncovered, like, a new, ship. So can I now, like, upgrade previous ships, or do we just start creating that new one? There's like a Montana class something. Oh my god, the game really does give you the same pop-ups here over and over. I have an immense history knowledge. I have no idea how the U.S. Foreign Office reacted to the Austrians. Yeah, neither do I. Yes, you can do that if you want, but just create a new one. Oh, okay. Alright, we pick up 5 more senators. Interesting, I don't see the new ship we just got. Click the button to the right of the ships when you try to create new ones. Oh, I see. Create a variant. Ah, damn. Okay, so what was it? Where do we go to see what we just did? Oh, we have research to do. I didn't see which one finished. It's, oh, it's literally flashing. Okay. Do that. Where is it flashing? I don't see anything flashing. Super heavy battleship. It's no longer flashing. After looking around in Hearts of Iron 4 again, I realized I've forgotten how to play it to a much greater degree than I thought. Oh no. That's how I felt about Crusader Kings 3. I'd stepped away from it for so long that when I came back I was like, oh my god, I gotta relearn this. Oh, super heavy battleship. Here we go. Yeah, see, this is the type of thing in Stellaris I always skipped over to, designing ships and stuff. Now hover over save and see what you need. A battery and a fire control system. Yeah, but am I just designing a new ship? Or am I upgrading to the one that I just unlocked? Yeah, I get don't save the... I mean, I can't save the design. So add a battery. Let's see. Modular slots. Yeah, so we can do a battery here. And a fire control system. So super heavy battery, anti-air. Where would our fire control system be? Yeah, it wouldn't be any of those. Here we go. Now let's see. The max speed will go down a little bit. We'll get some benefits there. I mean, yeah, I think that's fine. I don't really care either way. You can do this with planes and tanks too. Now ignore what you did. Go to the circular button with the anchor and the cross and just build the pre-built design. Yeah, this is similar mechanic to Stellaris. This is what you do in that game. Alright, so... we can take some off of there, and we'll do that. New garbage design. A ship with a single battery will lose to canoes. Yeah, I mean, I figure it's kind of a... I mean, it's something that needs to be played with a little bit. Go to the circular button with the anchor and just build the pre-built design. Well, how do I get to the pre-built design? Yeah, that's what I did, right? The circular anchor button. Which one is the pre-built? Above the armor. Yeah, I don't know where the armor is. Alright, here we go. We'll use best match. I don't really care about the icon. I feel like they didn't change anything here. What, this one? No, I think this is just an icon. Two to three batteries, fire control, AA. Alright, so we have anti-air. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I get here. Okay. Alright, so we'll put, and then... Do I have it unlocked? It was saying, yeah, it has a cost to unlock it, or to replace it. Do I want to spend any of this stuff, my Navy experience, on some shitty design I'm making? Yeah, the design is too expensive. Alright, just reset this whole damn thing, Jesus. Alright. We're gonna put anti-air, super heavy there. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have the I don't even know why I'm doing this right now, to be honest with you. Let's get rid of it. And I don't need to build it. We'll do something different. I'll wait till I get more experience, because I can't build a good one anyway. So we will build, yeah, we'll build this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let me look at what's actually going on here. With tensions rising around the globe, the U.S. Congress has been the scene of intense discussions about the role of the United States should play on the world stage. Many members are concerned that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt might secretly be planning to intervene in a European or Asian war. Some still remember the role the country played in the Great War and are anxious to keep the United States out of foreign entanglements. Eager to shore up support for his proposed programs of economic reform, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt has signed the Neutrality Act into law, which places heavy restrictions on trade with nations at war and specifically prohibits the president from offering any kind of support to other nations. For me, designing things and making unit templates was the most complex part of the game, or at least the most difficult to learn. Yeah, like I remember from Stellaris, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to do, but you really need to like play around with it a little bit, and not something I'm gonna play around with right now, nor can I, because I don't really have the, it looks like I didn't really have the experience to create a legitimate ship anyway. So I might as well just leave it until I have the experience to create a good design. Shorts from Machiavellian Strategist. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look. I forget who. There's an Australian guy that I found who had some pretty good stuff for the game. Yeah, there's so much information, yeah. Alright, what's this? The Norfolk Naval Yard. We can get more out of them. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, okay, our national focus. Can we do this yet? Yes, we finally can. Dun da da, finally. Italy over Australia, deal with it. Alright, what decisions do we have available? Ooh. We'll take the research grants. And the farm subsidies. We'll do that. Now we haven't started building tanks. Is that something we can do? Nor have we really been building planes. Wait until you see the amount of mods for this game. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it's nuts. Especially since this game has been out for so long. I'm actually surprised they're still making DLC for it. Because isn't this game like in its 9th year now? When did this game come out? Uh, 2016. Yeah, it's in its 9th year. Next year will be 10 years. So, I bet you, EU5 comes out this year. The next game that they're going to release is probably going to be Hearts of Iron 5. I'll be interested to see what they do with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hearts of Iron 5 will be the next big game after EU5. Yeah. Please no. Even if they make Hearts of Iron 5, this one will still exist. You still have this one. I'd be interested to try a much smaller nation. where you can like focus in on a lot of stuff. Although this will all be different once the war starts. Although it is exactly as I had heard, it really is just kind of like focused entirely on war. Oh yeah, I haven't really been paying attention here to the world tension. Honestly don't know how they can make it better than Hearts of Iron 4, though. Yeah, I feel like, though, with every game, you think that, and then suddenly they come up with something. Like, people loved EU4. And then once they started releasing their plans for EU5, everyone's like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Problem with smaller nations in this game with vanilla is they don't have focus trees. Or the focus trees just aren't very good. Yeah, I heard that in some of the videos I was watching that there's like generic focus trees. So some countries have like specific ones, and then there's other countries that just have the generic ones. Well, we don't know if EU5 is better. This is true. Yeah, this is true. I have to say, though, it's sounding like it. I'm pretty excited for it. This guy has cute curls. Is he American? I can tell by the shirt. That's right. There's a jersey you don't recognize. It is American. The spoke. Mrs. Robespierre. I actually have a Captain America shirt I was looking for the stream. I couldn't find it, so I'll probably wear that one next time. But if I'm going to do a USA run, you got to bring out the USA jersey. And on top of that, you'll notice the 3 stars. This is a US women's national team jersey. The jersey of World Cup winners. Yet to be seen. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I am sure EU5 is going to be met with a bunch of criticism. I feel like every Paradox game, when it's released, is met with, this game is bugged, it's no good, the previous game was much better, because it had this, it had that, it had this, it had that. Because the previous game is complete. It has 1 million DLCs. It had 10 years of a lifespan. And they compare that to a game that just released like a week ago. I'm sure that will be what happens with EU5, but it'll be great. Yeah, the US women are successful, unlike the men. Yeah, you don't need to say unlike the US men. It's right. They are successful. And I love it. Hey, Via Trung, hello, hello. To be fair, it's Paradox's fault for releasing games that always feels like lacking until like 2 years of DLC. This is true. This is true. Yeah, the criticisms are warranted. That's true. But eventually, it'll be much better. But yeah, that's true. Maybe on like launch day, it won't be as complete, and there will be bugs. EU5's biggest challenge will be performance, I fear. Yeah, this is true. This is true, although, you know, if you look at the minimum specs and the recommended specs, there's actually like a large gap there. So it kind of seems like the recommended specs are like, look, we're designing this game to work for the next like 10 years worth of hardware, not the previous 10. So if you want the recommended thing to play on, it's like a brand new computer. But if you look at the minimum specs, the game can play on a computer that's decent. To be fair, people forget how unplayable is EU4, Hearts of Iron 4 if you roll back on release. Yeah, exactly. All the games, when they were first released, always get met with that type of criticism. Also, Hearts of Iron 4, my favorite Paradox game, that I have 1k hours in and above 900 and about 990 not in vanilla. Omega. Yeah. But you can always improve on a game. Whatever they have in mind for a Hearts of Iron 5, I'm sure will be great. Which is wrong criticism. Yeah, I agree. I think it is a wrong criticism. Kind of unfair. Especially since it does kind of feel like each game is very different from its predecessor. So like if you look at what's happening with EU5 and you compare it to EU4, it's just a completely different game. And, you know, knowing Victoria 3 and reading about and seeing what Victoria 2 was, Victoria 3 seems like just a completely different game. It does kind of seem like each new iteration of the game takes the game in a very different direction. 2 years later and 150 pounds of DLC later, EU5 will be good. See, though, that's the thing, though. Like, if I'm thinking about it in terms of, like, Victoria 3, people say that, too, like, oh, you need to spend all this money for the game to be good. And to be quite honest with you, like, if you played Victoria 3 with no DLC, although I guess it's not a fair comparison, Victoria 3 puts all their mechanics for free. But yeah, without any DLC, Victoria 3 is a very good game. But I guess, yeah, not every Paradox game is making every mechanic free. Because it comes from Vic2, CK2 players who complain they didn't get Vic2, CK2 with better graphics. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, I totally agree with that. That's exactly the situation that happened with Frostpunk. Frostpunk 2 got so much criticism. And it's because people didn't get Frostpunk 1 with better graphics. They gave you a new game, like a completely different game. Which essentially is like what you should get when you buy a new game. Not just an updated game, the same thing with better graphics. Hearts of Iron 4 is abysmal without DLC. I've heard that. I have heard that. The game is abysmal without any DLC. I should try it. Try it for a couple weeks after my month of the DLC pass ends. After playing with all the DLC, load it up without any, see how it is. There are people who pay hundreds of euros to buy the new EA Sports release. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too, right? Like if you buy like the ultimate edition of EAS of FC 26, I think that's like $100 at this point. And then they're going to spend like a couple $100 more on all of their Ultimate Team stuff. So at least with Paradox, it's not microtransactions. You're actually getting something new that's been designed based on like feedback by the player base, as opposed to like EA that does like Madden and FC, and all they do are microtransactions, giving you stuff that doesn't really do anything for the game and doesn't listen to anybody's input on it. To be fair, my most played game is a game I've spent 0 money on, and it's free. Oh, now you gotta tell us what game it is, though. I have an unemployed friend who spent 300 euros just on Ultimate... Oh my god. Oh my god. Funny he doesn't whine about Paradox DLCs. Oh, Tetris. I love Tetris. I've owned Tetris on every single system I think I've ever owned. Yeah, I refused to spend money on Ultimate Team. I played it. I was like, I'm never spending a dime on this. I'd rather just For me, the fun of it would be like earning stuff along the way. But of course, you can't compete with people if that's what you're trying to do. You have to spend money. But I'm still not going to do that. Hold on though. We gotta hear what Jack's game is, his most played free game is. Before I start wrapping it up, gotta hear what the game is. Oh no. The suspense. The suspense. Well, I think we've reached our stopping point for the night. Not a bad start. We haven't gotten to the war, but we certainly got to Spain's war. Not much change. Oh, actually, look at this. Yeah, so Germany did invade Poland. But other than that, nothing that's freaking us out yet. Well, they have this little bit up here, right? Wait, did Germany start with this little bit up here? I didn't think they did. Oh, did they start the game with that? Interesting. Okay. I guess I didn't explore the map enough. Okay. So yeah, not much yet. But we're only in 1937, about to hit 1938. So not a bad start. Ah, thank you. Thank you, DevTwitch. I appreciate it. Yeah, best of luck until next time. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to continue this again next Friday. We'll do another session of this and then see how far we get. Oh, a long-time lurker. Ah, awesome then. Awesome, awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate a good lurk, too. I lurk a lot, so I appreciate a lurk. Happy I made the short you made. Oh, nice. Very cool. Good. Maybe you'll get on another one for this. I'll try. I always try to look for some shorts in every stream that I do. Oh, okay? Yeah, I remember now the EU5 CPU thing. Oh yeah, nice. I'm glad you asked about that. 'Cause that was a good short to make. Nice. It popped up on my YouTube next day. I was laughing my nice. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I love to hear that. I love it. Oh my god. You can't escape geography. This is true. Yeah, so this ends this week's streams. So next time I'm on will be on Tuesday. To finish up the Serbia run. Keep on grinding. Love the streams. Kick butt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. To be fair, geography is doubly hard when it changes. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm not up with my 1937 European borders. But it will change in the next episode. Point on the map the current borders or no balls. Man, I don't know. I mean, the current border is somewhere in this region. I mean, isn't the current border literally just have Poland eat East Prussia? Oh, right. And Posen and all that too. Yeah, yeah. Or Poznan, yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So I'll be back on Tuesday for some more Victoria 3. And then hopefully starting next week, I'll have I have in the plans a starting steps video series for Sweden for Victoria 3. So I'm hoping to get that started next week, maybe near the later part of the week. But we shall see. We shall see. But other than that, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. He fears banter, but without banter, he will never become a memorable streamer. I don't fear banter. I've been bantering all night. I'm closing up shop, my friend. Closing up shop. I've been bantering back and forth all night. Basically everything that makes German not rectangular. And in terms of being a memorable streamer, I like to go with the Jack Sparrow thing, where I just aim for someone to say that I'm the worst streamer they've ever heard of, so that I can say back to them, well, but you have heard of me. That's my goals. That's my life goals. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. That'll be it for tonight. But as always, be awesome. And I hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.